Hey there, Math Aces, and welcome to Mr. Ace Math. In this lesson, we're going to be learning all about multiples. And let's start with the lesson breakdown. And you'll find this lesson breakdown with timestamps in the description below. Feel free to use those timestamps to go to any part of the video that you think you need the most. First, we'll start with explaining what exactly multiples are. After that, we'll go through 3 examples of how to find the multiples of a number. After those 3 examples, you'll have the pause and practice. This is where you'll have the chance to try questions of your own based on what you should have learned from the previous examples. After the pause and practice, the answers will be revealed, followed by the reflection, where we recap everything that we went over from this lesson. But in order to do well, you're going to need the following skills. Make sure you're comfortable with basic multiplication and with your times tables. So make sure you know those, and let's get started. So what exactly are multiples? Well, multiples are any result from multiplying a specific number by another number. So for example, let's say we're looking for the multiples of 5. Well, our specific number that we're talking about is the number 5. So we'll start with 5, and then we'll multiply it by any number. The most reasonable thing to do is to start with the number 1, and that equals 5. So we would say that 5 is a multiple of 5 because this is the result of multiplying 5 times 1. Our specific number is 5, we're multiplying it by 1, and the result is our multiple. So let's do it again. Our number that we're talking about is 5. So we'll take that 5 and multiply it by 2. When we do that, this equals 10. So we would say that 10 is also a multiple of 5. We can do it again. We're talking about multiples of 5, so we'll take that number and multiply it by 3. When we do that, we get 15. So again, we can say that 15 is a multiple of 5. Let's do it again. We'll start with 5 because we're looking for the multiples of that specific number, and we're going to multiply it by 4. When we do that, it equals 20. So the result is our multiple. So we would say that 20 is also a multiple of 5. So far, we've found 4 multiples of 5. 5 is a multiple of 5, 10 is a multiple of 5, 15 is a multiple of 5, and 20 is a multiple of 5. And we can keep doing this forever and ever and ever. So the next example would be 5 times any number, which we're going to make 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. So we would say that 25 is also a multiple of 5 because it's the result of multiplying that specific number, 5, by any other number. We could even do it again. We're talking about multiples of 5, so we'll take 5 and multiply by 6. And when we do that, that equals 30. So 30 is also a multiple of 5. And we can do this again and again and again. And that would look like this. So for each of these, whenever we multiply 5, because we're talking about finding the multiples of 5, whenever we multiply 5 by another number, the result of that multiplication is a multiple of 5 because that's the result. So all of these results from multiplying 5 by another number, these are all multiples of 5. And you'll notice that if you go in order, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on, you'll notice that the multiples of a number are just the times tables of a specific number. So if we're asking for the multiples of 5, we're just saying we want the 5's times tables. If we said we want the multiples of 10, those are the 10's times tables. Some people say counting by that number. So we could say the multiples of 5 are just counting by 5's. 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on. Let's get to our next example. So like we said before, the multiples of a number are just the times tables of that specific number. And they can go on forever and ever and ever and ever. So here's our next example. Let's say we're looking for the multiples of 2. That means you're just looking for the 2 times tables. You can also say it as counting by that number. So we could say we're counting by 2's to get the multiples of 2. If we do that, our multiples are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. Those are the first 12 multiples of 2. How about the multiples of 4? Well, we would do the same exact thing. We would count by 4's, or say the 4's times tables. And that would look like this. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, and 48. So here's your pause and practice. Just pause and practice. Hit the pause button and try these 5 questions. Once you're done and you're ready to check your answers, hit the play button to see if you're correct. Ready, set, go. So let's take a look at our answers. Number 1. The first 10 multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, and 70. Number 2. The first 10 multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Number 3. The first 10 multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. Number 4. The first 10 multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and 80. And finally, number 5. The first 10 multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, and 120. So how'd you do? If you got everything right, I want you to put pause and practice pro in the comments. And if you didn't get everything right, that's okay. But share this video with a friend. Maybe you two can work together on it. So what did we learn today? Any result of multiplying a specific number by another number is called a multiple. Another way to think about multiples is that they are the times tables of a number. You could also think of it as counting by that specific number. So if you're looking for the multiples of 20, you would say you're looking for the 20s times tables, or you want to count by 20s. True or false? Every number only has 10 multiples. That is absolutely false, because remember, multiples can go on forever. So there you go, Math Aces, everything that you need to know about multiples. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in math class.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions? Comments? Leave them down below.
And thanks for using Mr. Ace Math. Don't just pass math, ace it.